Hello everyone, and welcome to our weather update on Saturday the 13th of September 2025. So, you can see this morning we have plenty of showers pushing in on a blustery westerly winds. It's quite a cool morning as well, and today will be quite a chilly day, and definitely feeling that way in that gusty wind and blustery showers. We have a big area of low pressure centered to our northwest that is steering in these showers and has been doing so for the past few days. Plenty of heavy ones with thunderstorms. And we do have a transient ridge coming for tonight. However, waiting in the wings to the west already is the next deep area of low pressure. And this will be racing in to affect us tomorrow. So if there are plans, it's best to keep them on hold for now, because tomorrow will be a very wet and windy day. The worst of the rain in the morning, but the worst of the winds in the afternoon, especially in the west and southwest of the country. So let's delve into all this in detail with the latest UK Met Office precip and cloud forecasts. So we can see going on today, we have these areas of rain and showers pushing from the west. In the morning, these heaviest and most frequent in the west of the country. However, through towards the afternoon, as the sun gets going, we see plenty of convection. So ground heating, contrasting the cooler temperatures aloft, will allow for these beefy showers to readily form. And yes, as you know, these can be heavy, with possible hail and thunder, but overall, showers possibly not as widespread or as heavy as they were through Friday and Thursday, but still some potent ones will be mixed in there. Overnight into Sunday morning, we see some clear spells early on, but high cloud does push in from the southwest, and we see heavy rain pushing in up across the country through Sunday morning. So all areas see a soaking between Sunday 6 a.m. in the southwest, and this moves up towards the northeast by Sunday lunchtime. Clear in the northeast by Sunday 3 p.m. Behind it, sunshine, gusty winds, and blustery heavy showers follow on. These showers are looking a bit scattered, but I should expect that they'll be more widespread than the charts show. Into Sunday night, we do see more widespread showers pushing in from the west, along with gusty westerly winds. Possibly a wind warning could be issued for this period here, through Sunday night and Monday morning. Starting Monday with gusty westerly winds, with showers around, heaviest and most prolonged in the north of the country, and through the day on Monday, it just stay the same really. Gusty winds, blustery showers, heavy at times. Now, progressing into Tuesday, we do see a calmer day briefly. But every time you see this high cloud building in, you can sort of anticipate that behind it will follow a weather system. And that is exactly correct, because as we go through Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, we see this next area of heavy rain and strong gusty winds barreling in from the southwest. And going through into Wednesday afternoon, that rain clears away. Sunshine and some variable clouds mixed in with gusty westerly to southwesterly winds, and through into Thursday morning. Just load the last frame. There we go. 3 a.m. Thursday morning, we're looking clear, but still westerly, and most likely Thursday will be either a showery day or just a transient day, a bit of a dry day between two systems. So here is the temperature forecast from the UKV. You can see that today will be quite a cool day, classically autumnal, with highs between about 13 and 15 degrees Celsius. Tonight, lowest temperatures in many areas will fall into single figures. That is under calmer. That is in calmer winds and clearer skies, ahead of tomorrow's area of rain. Tomorrow, quite warm in parts of the south and southeast, with highs in the high teens. but further north, staying quite cool, where the rain takes longest to clear. Into Monday. Monday will be again a very cool day, and feeling especially cold is like gusty westerly winds. Tuesday, a bit drier and brighter, so although temperatures are still in the mid-teens, I do suspect that it will feel a bit more pleasant. And through to Wednesday, yes, temperatures are a bit warmer, especially in the south, but that's in combination with gusty winds. And Thursday morning, starting off quite mild, lows of about 10 to 13. I will just look also at the wind gusts graphics, because you can see that as we go through into tomorrow. So you can see along the rain bands some gusty winds, but nothing too excessive. And then it's as we go into Sunday evening and Monday morning, that time frame here, that we see very gusty winds. Many areas seeing 40 to 50 miles per hour, with an exposed coast and hills seeing 60 to 70 miles per hour even, especially in the west, very locally, but more widely, 50 to 60 miles per hour. So yeah, quite a gusty spell there. And then that also does affect the UK as well, and I know that the UK Met Office have put out a yellow warning for winds for many parts of England and Wales. So if you're there, yes, there is a warning in force. And given that we're seeing these sort of wind speeds with warnings in the UK, Ireland is similar, if not stronger. So I believe that Met Éireann might issue a warning through today at some point for winds. And then into Wednesday, gusty winds in the early hours of the morning with that frontal system. Then a core of stronger winds does just graze the north coast through Wednesday evening. So that's one to watch, but for now that is staying north of here. But if those winds are just a couple hundred kilometres further south of where the forecast is on this run, they would affect parts of Ireland and therefore create possibly a named storm, but for now they're just up towards Scotland and at that more exposed locations. But still, with this graphic, we're seeing gusts in central and western Scotland of about 70 to 80 miles per hour in parts of the country. So I think even that would be an amber warning, a named storm, but we'll wait and see. It's a long way off. Initially, we thought that the low coming in tomorrow could be named, but it's now been downgraded. I doubt it'll be named because it's A, too late, and B, just nothing too exciting about it. It's just a classically autumnal, gusty day. Really. Here's the GFS midnight run. Now I say, classically gusty autumnal day, yes, but still very unpleasant, and you don't really want to be out there. Here's a GFS midnight run. You can see that it's as we go through tomorrow that this low deepens and pushes in. The very strongest winds coming through overnight Sunday to Monday with those tight impact isobars on the southern flank of that low. Into Tuesday, we see a briefly drier day as a transient ridge builds in as ahead of the next deep low on Wednesday. GFS has it further south than UK Met Run, but I don't think it is as strong, and will just bring again the classically autumnal gusty day. Into the end of the week, we see more areas of low pressure combined with blocking to the north, so quite cool as well for a time there. And into the third and fourth weeks of the month, we see a more southwesterly influence as a strong area of high pressure builds over Europe, pumping up this very quite warm and moisture-laden southwesterly winds, probably with a trailing weather front. Yes, there it is. So yeah, it could be a bit milder, but not with that rain. And into the end of the month, closing days, maybe just a sign of the jet stream lifting northwards, allowing a high pressure to build up from the south, but that's a long way off and therefore very unreliable, uncertain. We thought that this might happen at about this point in the month, like right now, like around mid-month, 13th, but that has not happened. So we'll just hold off for a second. I think, on that. So here's the ECM 12 data from last night. ECM today is for showery with those cool westerly winds. So as I said before, ground heating combined with those cool temperatures aloft will allow for convection, just like we've seen through yesterday, Thursday. Some very big showers up there, hail, thunder, all of that jazz. 4 seasons in one day. And to Sunday, autumnal, gales, winds, rain. Monday is gusty and showery, quite cool. Tuesday is briefly drier, but this next low is barreling in for Wednesday. Very strong winds in the north of the country, also in Scotland. Thursday is going a bit cooler, but drier, and then Friday and Saturday see the next area of low coming in. But by the end of the run, by Monday, September 22nd, we do see an area of high pressure building in over the country. But once again, I'm dubious about those prospects. Here is the UK Met Office run. So you can see that, once again, deep low through into tomorrow night and Monday. Gusty winds and showers on Monday. Tuesday is dry. Then, excuse me guys, hiccuping. Wednesday is going to be wet early on, but later on it'll be drier and brighter, but quite breezy. You see the tightly packed isobars there just off our north coast into Scotland there. Those do indicate those strong winds we saw on that UKV graphic earlier. And further on, we do see that low clearing away, and it goes briefly drier and a bit milder, warmer, but there is an area of low pressure and a cold front to the west that is edging slowly but surely in there. In fact, it's trailing. So, yeah, be quite a lot of rain. Here's the GEM. GEM, today is very showery with those cool westerly winds. Tomorrow will be, as you know, wet and windy. A bit dry later on, but still windy. Monday is to be showery and gusty. Then Wednesday has this low a bit deeper and further south. So if GEM were to come off, I think we would have, you know, a really quite potent low on our hands there. You can see many areas of the west of the country and the north, and even parts of the Midlands there, seeing very strong winds pushing through on Wednesday. And that might warrant a named storm, but this is only one model run, and the others have it either weaker or further north. So it's still very uncertain as to how it will play out exactly. Towards the end of the week, we'll see blocking towards Greenland. That tries to push down some cooler air into the country, but it doesn't do so to much extent. And we do see, in the end, a southerly airflow by Saturday, but that is not without a lot of rain. And, well, by next Tuesday, the 23rd, I think we've got a slightly more southwesterly influence again. The high to the south is a bit stronger. We're looking at still, though, a lot of rain because of the moisture to our southwest. Icon, once again, we've got this deep low coming in through into tomorrow night and Monday. Then we go into Tuesday, Wednesday. Next deep low comes through. Again, Icon like GEM, possibly a bit stronger and further south. So, yeah, quite a gusty day on Wednesday there. So just keeping an eye, especially on Wednesday, I think, for a very unsettled day. Into Thursday, Friday, just the next low comes through, really. Just really unsettles. And finally, we have the arpege. So it's very showery. Then through into Sunday, we can see actually the arpege is a bit deeper with this low, so very gusty through Sunday nights. You can see the wind graphics for this one. It's quite bad. Into Tuesday, we do see a more transient ridge. Once again, then Wednesday with the arpege, yes, very deep low, but the jet stream carries it northwards. So really for us, just a breezy day with sunshine and some clouds. So before we go, I think we'll look at some ensemble data, because we have to do that. It just gives us a nice overview, doesn't it? Okay, upper temperatures and precipitation, cool. Get rid of that. Okay, so this is the ensemble graph for temperatures aloft and precipitation for Dublin for the next 2 weeks. Gets us to around the end of September. So focusing first of all with the upper temperatures, you can see currently we're below the red line. That means we're below average. A brief spike there, small but brief, around tomorrow. That is coinciding with the rain coming through. A bit cooler again, start of the week. And then a bump, that is with more rain. Let's bump here with more rain. And then towards the third and the fourth weeks of the month, you can see maybe an upwards trend in temperatures. Yes, but still quite showery. And you see this cluster of spikes here is actually coinciding with a temperature bump. So I think that is basically that southwesterly airflow that some runs are forecasting. But even if that comes off, we'll be seeing rain with that. And as you really know, I think that these spikes, each time you see a spike here, is when an ensemble forecaster shows rainfall. Yeah. So looking very cool in general. And if we ever do see a warm up, it's only because of rain. So, like you saw earlier on this graphic here with temperatures from the UKV, if we saw temperatures in the high teens, say tomorrow, Sunday, temperatures will be in the high teens in parts of the country, it's because we got warmer air with a deep area of low pressure. So, yeah, it's very unsettled, autumnal, zonal, wet, westerly, pestilent west. All those words that fit in that theme can be used to describe the weather coming up through the rest of the month, I think, because there really is no signal. Let's look at the pressure ensemble graph, actually, because that might be of help. No, so it's quite low, maybe a bit higher trends towards the end of the month, but still, that is not especially high. Like, there will still be areas of rain, as you saw earlier from the longer range charts anyway. So everyone, thanks for watching. See you later on. Enjoy your weekends, and bye for now.